Hey guys, it's Malika again. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video I want to share with you guys my haul and try on haul from Olens. So if you guys are interested in finding out what my thoughts on their lenses and which colors I picked up, then please keep on watching. So I did pick up all of these lenses when they have the buy one get one free. So I did have 13 pairs of these lenses to share with you guys. Well, more like 7 pair, but I have 13 boxes of lens. So the first pair that I picked up is the It's Real Brown Russian Velvet lens, and this is from the Russian Velvet line. And from the website, the diameter of this is 14 mm, and then the graphic diameter, so like the actual color lens itself, is 12.7, and then the base curve is 8.6 mm. I'm not sure what's the base curve is, so I'm gonna have to do research on that. But it is a brown color. Now this one right here is a little bit lighter in terms of the brown shade itself. It is super light, and then you'll see it when I try it on. And since I don't wear any contact or glasses in general, I did choose 00 for all of my lenses, which mean that I don't need them for reading or anything. Like, I have no problem with my vision. They are like 20/20, so I choose 00 on all of these. Now if you have like different prescription on one eye and different prescription on the other eyes, you can mix and match on that. So here is what the brown lens looks like. I'm not sure how good my camera, you probably can't see, but this is the Russian Velvet browns. This is the lightest shades of all the brown that I picked up, and there was no other color in here. It's all completely brown, and if you look closely to the box itself, it shows you right here what the contact lens actually is supposed to look like. But it's definitely all brown, and you can see it when I actually try it on my eyes. Now this has a little bit of a bigger diameter compared to my other one, so it is a little bit just slightly harder to put on, but they are still super comfortable to wear. The only thing I have to say about this is the color was slightly lighter than what I would liked in a brown lens, so definitely doesn't look as natural as the other brown lens that I will show you guys later on. But I really do like this one. So here's the close-up. So it looks super light on my eyes. I feel like this color might be a little bit too light for me. For my liking, at least. It was just, I don't know, just a little bit too fake. And let me show you what it looks like under the real light. And here is what it looks like under natural daylight. I think it looks a little bit better when it's outside. It looks more natural, but it still feels like it's a little bit too light for me. The next color that I have is from the same Russian Velvet line, and it's the It's Real Gray, and it's actually what I'm wearing right now on my eyes. This lens right here actually has two tones to it. The outside circle is gray, and then a little bit on the inside is more toward greens. And to be honest, at first I was a little bit scared of this lens. From the box itself, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so light. And then when I have it on, I'm so obsessed. This is like a very glam lens to me. It looks like, I think it looks really great with makeup. If I were to wear this by itself, it would probably look a little bit slightly too weird for me, for my skin tone, for my complexion in general, you know, for my hair color. But with makeup, I think it looks really nicely. And I texted my best friend when I was wearing this. I was just like, what do you think of this lens? And she said I look like a doll wearing this. So I really like it. And this lens doesn't change much in terms of the color from the inside to the outside. It looks almost the same color with the indoor light versus the natural daylight. And you'll see that later. But I really do enjoy this lens also. And the same with the Russian Velvet line or the Russian Velvet lens. It is a little bit of a bigger diameter, although it does not dilate my eyes or make my pupil big or anything. It's just a little bit bigger circle, I believe. I mean, I'm not an expert contact lens. These are my first batch of lenses, so if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. Please educate me. But yeah, I do like this, and it is quite comfortable to wear. and it does not irritate my eyes, although my eye look a little bit red right now because I did switch out about 6 or 7 pair of lens in the last hour or two. So that is a not well planned out process for me, but I do enjoy this color, hence why I choose this color to wear today. Here is our next lens, and it is quite surprising in terms of what it looks like on me right now. It is the It's Real Russian Velvet gray, I believe is the gray lens, but it looks like it's almost like blue, in my opinion at least. It does look a lot more blue than gray on me. It is on a lighter side compared to the other gray lens that I was wearing earlier. Alright, so here's what it looks like with the natural daylight. It looks a lot lighter than I thought in the natural daylight, but I don't know, I'm kind of digging it. It definitely doesn't look as believable as the other lenses, but I still quite like this lens, and I think it looks super nice in makeup, and I just love it. I don't know, what do you guys think? And here is what the close-up looks like. If my camera decides to focus. Okay, so the next color is a green shade, and this is from the Symphony line, and it's the Symphony 3 Con Green. Here's the box itself, and this is the lens that Lisa from BlackPink promoting. So this is what the inside box looks like, and it has 3 tones to this, and that's why it's a 3 Con. And let me show you guys what the actual lens looks like. So here's the actual lens. So there's definitely 3 tone in this lens right here. So the outside, it looks like it has a little bit of a gray, like a dark gray, and then after that it has green, which fade into an orange, and I just dropped it. It is a beautiful lens, and I love that it has 3 different colors, so it's morphed really nicely to my brown eyes. It's really make my eyes really pop. At first I thought my eyes look a little bit too dolly-like, too cartoony-like, but then it's kind of grow on me, and I really enjoy this. And let's see how big in terms of the diameter of this. So it is the same diameter, same curve, and the same total diameter in general compared to the Velvet line. So it's 14 mm for the total diameter. The actual color itself is only 13.5, and then the base curve is 8.5 mm. So in terms of the size itself, it's the same as the Russian Velvet. It is super comfortable to wear. I do think that this is a little bit easier to put on. I'm not sure why compared to the Russian Velvet. Maybe because of the actual, like the rubber part itself. I'm not sure, but I do enjoy this color, and it's quite frankly it grows on me. So this one right here is a 1-month supply. So here is what the Symphony green looks like with the fluorescent light bulb. Okay, so here is what the actual lens looks like when I'm outside with the natural daylight. I think beside the red velvet brown, almost every lens look a little bit darker on a natural daylight, which make it more believable, which make it more realistic in my opinion. The next few lenses are from the same line, which is the Spanish line, and the first one that I have in my hand is the Real Olive, and this is a Spanish olive. It does looks like it has almost 3 tone in it. It has the green from the outside, and then it has like a little bit of pinkish, and then also some kind of orange shade in it. So I'm wearing the Spanish Real Olive right now, and this has a little bit of a green mixed with some pink in the middle. It does look a little bit lighter in terms of the insides compared to the Symphony green earlier, but it does not have that dark rim on the outside, so it looks a little bit more natural compared to Symphony green. And let me see if you can see it's closer. Also, you might be able to see the pink in here. There's some pink in there definitely, and some brown also, but mostly like green olive color, which is really pretty. Here's what it looks like with the outside light. It looks much darker in the outside light, and that's probably why this is one of my favorite of all the lenses, because it looks super natural in my opinion. Next, I have the real gray, and here's what the box looks like. And it looks like there's a gray from the outside, and then there's a little bit of a yellow from the inside. This lens is slightly darker compared to the one that I'm wearing on my eyes, which is the the Russian velvet gray. Now you can still tell that it is gray, but it's just a little bit darker compared to this one. It still looks super nice. I think this one looks a lot more natural than this one. And overall, I think the Spanish line itself looks more on a natural side. So I do really enjoy this, but it is slightly darker than this one. Just keep that in mind. So this has the gray from the outside, and then there's some like an orange pink from the inside. Alright, so here's what it looks like in the natural daylight. As you can see, it is a lot darker outside than it is inside. And then the next one that I have is the real brown, and here's what the box looks like. And there's two tones on this brown, so the outside is brown, and then from the inside it's a little bit deeper brown, almost look like a burnt orange. And to be honest, this looks quite intimidating when you look at it in terms of the lens itself. But when I have it on actually on my eyes, it doesn't look as bad. It is lightly darker than the Russian velvet. I think the Russian velvet line itself really like such a light color lens. So this one is a little bit darker. It looks more natural. And I really enjoy this better than the Russian velvet. It is super comfortable to wear, and the diameter is a little bit smaller than the Russian velvet, so it looks look more natural. So this one right here is the Spanish brown, or Spanish real brown, and it does has a combination of a lighter brown and a darker brown, and it has also like a little bit of an orange in the middle. And here's what the outdoor light. Last but not least is from the Spanish line also, but this is the one a day lens, and it is the Spanish gray. And this is, I think it's a newer color for Olens, and this is the color that Jenny promote, I believe, from BlackPink. Since this is a daily lens, they are a little bit thinner compared to the 1 month lens, because they are made to, you know, for disposable. So you do have to handle it with care whenever you use this lens. But by far of all the lenses that I've tried on, this is the most comfortable one, because it is slightly thinner compared to the other lens. And let me show you guys what this lens looks like. Here's what it looks like. It is a lot darker than the other Spanish gray that we had on earlier, along with the Russian velvet gray. They both a little bit lighter compared to this one. This one's a lot darker, and from far away it looks a lot more like a dark brown or black versus the gray. But if you look closer, you can definitely see the gray in there, and there is a little bit of a green inside in the inner circle, or next to the pupil, I guess. Alright, so here's what it looks like with the natural daylight. It looks a little bit gray, but like I said earlier, it does look a lot darker than the other gray that I had tried on in the past. I kind of like it also. I don't hate it, but it's not my most favorite one. But overall, guys, all of these lenses from Olens are super comfortable to wear, and my eyes, I thought it was going to be like, you know, super red and super irritated right now, but it's not. And I've been switching all of this lens all day today. So overall, I'm really enjoying this lens, and I think I will pick up a few more of the colors whenever they have like any more sales available. But I really enjoy this. If you have to pick out one color, I think I would either recommend you guys the Russian Velvet Gray if you want something a little bit lighter, or the Spanish Real Olive. These are the two my go-to lenses, my go-to colors that I would choose from this. But overall, I really enjoy this whole box that I got from Olens, and I can't wait to get my hand on more of their lenses. Alright guys, that is all for today's video. Sorry I rumble a lot, but I hope you guys find this video useful and like this video. And if you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, of course, and follow me on Instagram at Simply Savon. And if you want to see any more of the pictures of me wearing these lenses, I'll have the link to my blog down below with more pictures and more information on them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah.